Hi, I chose the scooter in my life for my crash project. So, my grandmother. As we know, Crash's grandfather is a positive influence in Scooter's life, just like my grandmother. Scooter and my grandmother have many things in common, such as they love to spend time with their grandson, they are always honest and helpful, and they attend many important games, matches, etc. Just like Scooter and my grandmother, just like Scooter and my grandmother have many things in common, so do Crash and I. We love to spend time with the Scooters of our lives, and we really like them to attend our games, matches, and they support us. There is also another reason why my grandmother is the Scooter of my life, and you will learn that later in the passage. Crash loves to spend time with his grandfather, and I love to spend time with my grandmother. For example, my grandmother and I would pop ourselves on the couch, talk, read, watch TV, and she would sit next to me when I do my homework. She would eat with me, and when I went to bed, she would always come and say goodnight. Crash always really likes when his grandfather attends his football games, and I really like when my grandmother attends my tennis tournaments. In the book, Scooter is always in the bleachers just like my grandmother. When Crash is down, Scooter is always there supporting him, and Crash appreciates that just like my grandmother and I. For example, some of my tennis tournaments have been brutal, playing for 3 hours and losing by only 2 points in the semifinals. How would you feel? But who was there to support me? My grandmother. Even though my grandmother has done all of this, there's one thing that sets my grandmother apart. She raised me. Unlike Scooter and Crash, from the day I was born, she was there. My grandmother lives in India, and for every year, for 11 years, and as long as her visa permitted her, she was there with me. In the summer, while my parents were at work, she was the only person who I had, giving me food, water, and her devotion. This was the main reason she was the Scooter of my life. Her 5 foot, gray-haired, brown-eyed, loving and caring my 5 foot, gray-haired, brown-eyed, loving and caring grandmother made me who I am. She is the Scooter of my life. Thank you for listening.